Well, today we're in chapter 6 and, chapter 7, and we find Job having another pity party. You know, it's easy to have pity parties when things are going so badly, and we ought to try to empathize with people because we have our pity parties, don't we? I think all of us at one time or another have had a pity party and felt sorry for ourselves and wondered why everything was as it was. Nevertheless, Job is certainly justified with all of the suffering and all of the loss that he's experienced to have a pity party. And his friends have come for 7 days. They showed empathy and pity. But now his friends seem to have turned against him and seem to be accusing him of having brought this upon himself by sin. And certainly as we enter into chapter 7, we see him taking Eliphaz and recognizing that he's been accused by Eliphaz of having brought this on himself. It appears that he's speaking to God now, and that as he's speaking to God in his prayer, he's asking why. Why has this happened to me? So what exactly would we say Job's philosophy is at this point? He certainly believes in God. He certainly believes in living a righteous life for God. Nevertheless, he is confused. So his theology at this point would be, number one, that life is tough. I think all of us would agree with that. I love some of the cliches that they have out there about I wish I was as smart as I was when a teenager, when I thought I had all of the answers, or old too soon, smart too late, all of those kinds of little cliches that there are. Job recognizes that life is tough, and life is tough, isn't it? As a matter of fact, he gets back to John 16:33 again. In the world you'll have trouble. Be of good cheer, I've overcome the world. Life is short. Now, a lot of you that are younger probably don't think that life is so short. But if you've reached my age, and if you've reached the age of retirement, you start to realize how fast life goes by. It doesn't seem like it when you're a child. It doesn't seem like it when you're a teenager waiting for your driver's license, or when you're an older teenager and you're looking for your freedom to start out on your own life and to be able to do your own thing. But I'll tell you, if you get to be 60 or 65 years of age, you recognize how fast life goes by and how short it is, why the scripture so often speaks about it being a vapor, just like a breath on a cold morning, and how fast it disappears. So Job certainly believes at this point that life is tough, life is short, and he also quickly recognizes that he's not coming back to this earth. He recognizes that there's no reincarnation, that once you die, and that's all there is here on earth. Now, we don't know what he believes about after you die, but Job finally questions in chapter 7, God, why is this happening to me? Now, I think all of us sometimes ask that question. Why is this happening to me? And he says, if I've sinned, why won't you forgive me? Those are questions that I think a lot of people that are lost really need to ask themselves. Have they sinned? And the answer obviously is yes, because we've all sinned and fall short of the glory of God. And if I have sinned, can I find forgiveness for my sin? And the answer again is yes, through Jesus Christ, who died on the cross of Calvary for me, so that I could have the forgiveness of my sin. So Job's question at this point is, why, Lord, am I going through this? And if I've sinned, why is it you won't forgive me and relieve me from some of this distress that I'm in? There's a lot of people who get to a place in life where they question why, and is there forgiveness? And maybe even, is there something after this? That's a perfect time to share the gospel with them. Have they considered how fast life will go by? And is there something after this? Do we have an eternal soul? Wonderful witnessing opportunity. So if you have friends that are 60 and up, this may be a time that they're starting to ask those questions. Have I sinned? The answer is yes. Is there a place for people that are sinners? The answer is yes. Is there a place for people who believe that Jesus died for their sins? And the answer is yes. And we need to share. And that's my thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.